analysis, breakdowns, legal insights.
The same person who hired your attorney, your father, that's the person who cares about you. So you need to go straight knocking on their door and say, I need help. Can you help me get treatment? Can you help me do this? Because otherwise you're going to backslide and you may get lucky and just look like that person in that photo, or he may have to identify your body. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Boyd told Chelsea her
Pause right here. This isn't just another routine court case. A judge is about to go completely off script, not with anger, but with something far more powerful: brutal honesty. The question is, will it actually save this defendant's life, or is it already too late?
friends are not her friends. Her father and mother is. And to go knock on his door and ask for help before it is too late.
Court is calling 2022 CR 3724, State of Texas versus Chelsea Monk. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Young.
Defense.
John Young for the defense.
And are you Miss Monk?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Miss Monk. I'm going to show you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that document
Yes, ma'am.
with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
I do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Monk, I'm showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that with your attorney? Did
Yes,
you
ma'am.
understand it? Did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
Your Honor, in this case, she had been found incompetent in Judge Carruthers' court after an evaluation. She has been reevaluated recently and had her competency restored on Tuesday. And that is why we're here today. And I also believe she is competent.
All right, and do you believe she was sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Ms. Funk, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed under 1244 to 360 days in the Bexar County Jail. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor. She has 438 actual days in jail.
All right, state, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Showing you the waiver of appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
There have not, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no
No
contest?
contest.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. State Exhibit number 1.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, state, you may continue to confer. Showing you what's entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you
Yes,
sign it
ma'am.
at all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial?
Yes, ma'am.
A right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state will call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. All right, after reviewing state's exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
As you've noted, Your Honor, my client is rather eager to get this all behind her. Her father has hired me to represent her, and I believe that the family unit will be very stable.
All right, off the record for a moment. Counsel, you're blocking the deputy's line of vision.
Sorry.
All right, we're back on the record. All right. Does she have any type of mental health or treatment set up for her?
I don't believe so, Your Honor, and I'm honestly not sure what the reason for the original referral was. Since I've been hired, which was about 3 or 4 months ago, I've never seen any indication that she had any lack of competency. I believe there may have been some issue at the time of her arrest about a burglary charge that did not go forward.
This is the moment everything shifts. Forget legal jargon. This is raw reality hitting the courtroom. That photo isn't evidence, it's a warning. Judges don't usually get personal like this, which tells you just how serious her situation is. Let me ask you, does tough love like this actually work, or can it push someone further away?
But I've never seen any indication that she has had a problem with competency.
All right. So, Miss Mock,
Yes, ma'am.
you're looking healthy right now. Do you remember how you used to look?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Can you show that to her?
Wow.
So I don't want you to have any issues. I know that you're getting offered this offer and it's a judgment satisfied. I'm going to give that to you, but you don't want to go back to being that person. I can see you. Your eyes are bright, shiny. You're understanding and focus. If you fall off track, don't be that person where somebody's identifying a body and it's yours.
Yes, ma'am.
There are so many places where you can get help now, help for drug treatment, help if you have mental health issues, and it's all free. You
Yes,
just have to ask for it. So don't leave the jail and go celebrate. Don't go with your friends, people who are encouraging you to use, because you know what? Those people are not your friends.
Yes, ma'am.
So the same person who hired your attorney, your father, that's the person who cares about you. So you need to go straight knocking on their door and say, I need help. You know, can you help me get treatment? Can you help me do this? Because otherwise you're going to backslide and you may get lucky and just look like that person in that photo, or he may have to identify your body. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 360 days under 1244, give you credit for any time served, and I will show that the judgment is satisfied.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And
Yes,
did
ma'am.
you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. If
All right,
something
thank you.
happens and you can't find a place for treatment or find mental health treatment or drug treatment, you can always come back to this court and I will give you information and we'll make sure you get the help you need.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, good luck.
All right, thanks.
All right, who's
Chelsea Monk stood before the court facing a felony charge of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram. A state jail felony carrying up to 2 years and a $10,000 fine. Now here is where it gets interesting. Chelsea had previously been found incompetent to stand trial, evaluated, and only just had her competency restored days before this hearing. Her attorney, hired by her father, entered a no-contest plea under a bargain agreement. Judge Boyd, sharp-eyed,
And just like that, case closed, sentence served. But the real verdict is still out. She walks free today, but her future, that depends on what she does next. Will she listen to the one person who truly showed up for her? Or fall back into the same cycle? Because sometimes the most important decision isn't made in court. It's made the moment you walk out of it.
and clearly invested in this young woman's future, did something remarkable. She pulled out a photograph showed Chelsea what she used to look like and said plainly, "Do not let someone identify your body." No sugarcoating, no courtroom formality, just a judge looking a defendant in the eyes with genuine concern. The sentence, 360 days under 1244, credit for 438 actual days served, judgment satisfied. Chelsea walks out, but Judge Boyd's parting words carried more weight than any sentence. She told Chelsea her friends are not her friends, her father is, and to go knock on his door and ask for help before it is too late.
This is Jesus Antonio Hernandez. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state
Hank Wilkins for the state, Your Honor.
defense?
James Tochi for Mr. Hernandez, Judge. Oh, I'm sorry.
And are you Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, ma'am.
Going to show you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Jesus Antonio Hernandez who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 7588 for the offense of aggravated robbery on September 22nd, 2021 for a period of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 6 on or about the 30th day of May, 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Jesus Antonio Hernandez, departed Bexar County without the written permission of the court and or the supervision officer in violation of condition number 6.
How you plead to that? True or not true?
True. And Your Honor, we waive the other violation alleged in the motion.
Any objection?
No, ma'am.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of number 6, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 6?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 6 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor. We're asking that you grant the motion, adjudicate the defendant guilty, and sentence him to 7 years in the prison.
All right, and with regards to the other case that's in the allegations, has that been taken care of?
Judge, the last time I checked, which admittedly was about a month ago, Maverick County has not yet filed an indictment. I don't know that Maverick County intends to file an indictment. And the only reason I say that was because there were the DPS troopers that were involved in that scenario basically had indicated it's really hit or miss. So that's all I can tell you. He understands, though, that there is another charge with his name on it out there. And of course, we're asking which could, lead to negative consequences for him. So we're asking the court to follow this agreement.
All right, Mr. Hernandez, are you asking the court to follow the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will find you guilty, sentence you to 7 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's to be no contact with Jasmine Cisneros, and there's an affirmative finding of deadly weapon. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentence?
No, Your Honor.
No, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, because this is plea bargaining agreement, because I followed your plea bargaining agreement, and because you waived the right to appeal, and you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.